Hi, fifth graders. Today's Tuesday, May 19th, and today's math lesson is converting decimals to fractions. So hopefully you have gone onto our Canvas page and you can have looked at the lesson preview video, which is just a short overview. Then make sure you have gone into the upload and have uploaded the converting decimals to fractions notes page so that you can take notes while you are watching this video. So today's skill is really easy. We're just converting decimals to fractions. So the rule basically is how you say it is how you write it. For example, we have right here 0.4. We would say that as 4/10 out loud. So to turn that into a fraction, you would just write 4/10. The next example is if we would end up with a mixed number. So here we have 2.05. Out loud, we would say that as 2 5/100. So as a fraction, we would write that as a mixed number, 2 and then 5/100. So now we're going to take a look at 3 practice problems. First, we're going to start off right here with 0.16. So we have 2 numbers after the decimal, which means we end up in the hundredths place. So that is what's going to become my denominator. And then the way we would say that decimal is just 1600ths. So this is how we would represent it as a fraction. It's that simple. Our second sample is 0.05. Again, we have a number that ends in the hundredths place. So that is going to become our denominator. And we would say this is 500, so this is how we would write that as a fraction. Our last sample is going to end up as a mixed number. We would say that out loud as 1 and 8/10. So I'm going to write my whole number. We only have one number after the decimal, which means it's in the tenths place. So 10 becomes our denominator, and then 8 becomes our numerator. So we have 1 and 8/10. So now go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and try to complete the 3 independent practice problems yourself. Okay, so now we're going to come back and review your independent practice and check your answers. So our first independent practice problem is 0.6. We would say that as 6/10. So basically there's one number after the decimal, so 10 becomes our denominator, 6/10 is now our fraction. Our second independent practice problem is 0.64. Again, we have 2 numbers after the decimal place, so that automatically puts us at hundredth, and then it's 64 hundredths. And then our last independent practice problem is going to end up as a mixed number because we do have a number in the ones place. So we're going to write that as our whole number. We have 2 numbers after the decimal, which means it's in the hundredth place. And then we write 88 on the numerator. So we would say that as 3 and 88 hundredths. So that's all you're doing for today. And then when you go ahead and pull in your homework, same thing. You're just converting decimals to fractions. So remember the rule up top, how you say the decimal is how you write it as a fraction. So if you have 2 numbers after the decimal place, 100 will be your denominator. If you only have 1 number after the decimal place, your denominator will be 10. So if you need to watch any part of the video while you're doing your homework, please go ahead and do so, and make sure you submit your homework into Canvas under Decimals to Fractions homework.